We've been talking so much NBA 2K21, but we wanted to stop and take a moment to thank you guys for tuning in and joining us for 45 episodes in NBA 2K20.
We've had so much fun connecting with you all over this past season.
So as we put NBA 2K20 to a close, we take a
And the player introductions are wrapped up.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome, everyone, to NBA basketball here on 2K Sports. DA, it's all your point forwards and big guards in demand. DA, you're right. Thank you. As we get a break in the action now, let's take a look at the East and how the teams are stacking up. You look at Chicago. It's been a rough season for them. The good news is the lottery is only a couple months away. And, of course, the Cavaliers. And they're down 4 spots from them.
Well, I think for Cleveland, one thing they don't have to worry about is not having enough free time this summer, because they're not going anywhere near the postseason.
And there will be players on the move once this season is over. You can count on that. They have to make wholesale changes, and the front office knows it.
Here's the starting group for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Garland and Sexton man the backcourt. Ashman and Love are the forwards. And it's Drummond in at the 5. And for Chicago, Levine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. Markkanen and Clutter are up front. And it's White in at the point guard.
Obviously, times have been quite tough lately, but you have to think back to Cleveland's first and only title in 2016. LeBron's second season back in the city, and boy, did he deliver on his promise.
Clock at 4. They double him with Love. Sweet move, and there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And now, just over a minute played here in the first. Now, here's Garland. White covering. Drummond with it. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Chicago.
And you know, guys, the other thing I really appreciated about his effort in that game was the effort and work on the glass. What a well-rounded performance.
And that was an incredible year back in 2016. Of course, Draymond Green in that series suspended for Game 5. Doors changing the momentum.
Amazing to think, Kevin, how quickly things can shift and change in the NBA. Credit the Cavaliers. They made the bigger shots, and they had the best player on the floor in LeBron James. That was a season to remember.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Love the pass to Osman. He kicks to Drummond. Cans the 12-footer. Just about 2 minutes into the game. First quarter of basketball. Here's White. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. A lot of opinions, Doris, on who may be named the coach of the year. When you look at the criteria for you when you're voting, what do you look at?
Well, obviously, you think about who has the best record. That's the first thing you look at. And what has contributed to that best record. But it isn't only about that, right? You have to consider, number one, what's the roster challenges that head coach may have had to overcome? Did he have to deal with any mid-season trades? There are so many things that go into making up a great year as a basketball coach in the NBA. So many things.
With a large frame and a willingness to get physical, Drummond's a relentless rebounder.
Levine looking around. Right side, White. Shot clock at 6. For 3. That shot off, so Cleveland will take it the other way. Victory eluded them last time in Chicago when they faced the Bulls.
Yeah, and their last time out against this club, turnovers really did them in. Just way too many mistakes.
They were forced into tons of sloppy play, and I think they'll be looking to be more composed tonight.
And there's the pass to Sexton. Good on the triple.
This is a shot Colin Sexton has worked so hard to improve on. Can he be consistent from three-point range?
quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Levine can't hit.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
Sexton kicks to Love. Passes it to Garland. Now Drummond, defended by Carter. A three-pointer, no good. Bulls trail by 5. Outside, Levine. And he's good on the 3-ball.
Wow, you can see why this team is so excited about this young talent. Levine from the parking lot.
Garland, the pass to Sexton. There's 49 seconds left here in the first quarter. And Drummond kicks to Osman. Back to Drummond. Over Carter. And it's Drummond missing.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Here's Levine. And he hits it to tie the game up. Levine's got 5 points so far.
I tell you, feeling the contact and the concentration to finish through it. Nice by Levine.
Now, here's Garland. Defense right on him. Love at the elbow. Here's Osman. And it's sent back by Carter. Outside, Levine. Got it up. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. It's all tied in Chicago. And we'll be back with you.
Pressure turned me into a giant.
We welcome you back to Noche Latina. Becoming an annual tradition is always here on 2K Sports and always exciting. And guys, what's your take on the Bulls so far?
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
Dunn is out there with Saturansky. And it's Young, and it's Hutchinson in at the 3. That's the Bulls 5 as we get into the second quarter. Off the inbound, Thompson with the bucket.
So how about the Cavaliers head coach John Beilein making his NBA debut after 27 seasons as a college basketball coach? Think back to his time at Michigan, the first back-to-back 30-win seasons in school history. This is an excellent hire for Cleveland.
Here's Garland. Thaddeus Young picking up that last basket. And it's out of bounds to the Cavaliers as Cleveland retains possession. And now let's take a look at the 2K leaderboard as we've gotten into the second half of the season. These teams have become better and better, scoring points off turnovers. Number 1, the Bulls.
And since the break, we've seen them ambush their opponents with that attacking brand of defense. And boy, have they reaped the rewards offensively.
And Nance kicks to Garland. Here's Windler. Saturansky covering. Windler, the pass to Porter. Off target with his 3. And Doris, isn't it interesting? Coach John Beilein has never, at any level, been an assistant coach.
No, but he has made his way through the ranks, going from high school to junior college, Division III, Division II, and then right up through the ranks of Division I. So he now makes the final leap to the NBA. How cool is that, Kev?
And Coach Jim Boylan agreeing to a multi-year extension with the Bulls this summer, Greg.
And taking that interim tag off his title as head coach, Boylan, with over 30 years of coaching experience, afforded the opportunity to continue developing this young core.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Valentine's checked in for Chandler Hutchison, and it's Harrison in for Dunn. Young's shot is off. Cavaliers leading. Now, here's Garland. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet.
No issues on that one. Good work all around.
Last game for Chicago, it was a loss to the Magic in Orlando. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Saturansky looking around. Pass to Young. Here's Cornette, covered by Nance. And Cornette gets it to go.
Well, Thaddeus Young is a team-first guy, and if he sees an opportunity to get a teammate a shot, he will deliver it.
Here's Windler. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Young with the steal. Got a piece of it. Cornette kicks to Valentine. Over Porter. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. For Cleveland, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. To the left wing. On the wing, Porter. With the putback. Windler, the pass to Nance. Now, here's Porter. Not a lot of room. Here's Thompson. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. Here's Harrison. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. Last game for the Cavaliers, it was a loss to the Bulls. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Pass to Nance. Young with the steal. Fast break. Here we go. Here's Valentine. Finished off the break. Valentine's got the lead up to 3 now for the Bulls.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Now, here's Garland. Satoransky covering. And here is Garland. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Just 3 to shoot. Thompson for the triple. The shot comes out, and the Bulls going the other way now. There's 49 seconds left to play in the first half. The pass to Satoransky. For the 3. Windler with the rebound. The Cavaliers trail by 3. Here's Porter. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
Now here's Satoransky. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game.
Oh, a nice defensive play. Altered the shot, then stayed right there to clean up the glass.
Feeds it to Nance. Passes to Thompson. The layup off target. And a close game so far through the first 2. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. It was a closely contested first quarter for Chicago. They never dug too deep a hole. And that should do it.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Andre Drummond with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
Well, he knows they're coming for him, but he's accustomed to that kind of attention, and he's quite comfortable dealing with it.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Sexton and Osman on the perimeter. Andre Drummond is out there with Kevin Love. And it's Garland in at the 1. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Doris, if I were to ask you right now in the league, who has the most unstoppable shot, who would you tell me?
You know what's interesting, Kevin, is I wonder if in the long view of history, James Harden's step-back 3 will become sort of an identifiable shot with him, the way the sky hook was with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Oh, yes,
right?
yes.
Like, you wonder, does that become a signature play for James? It certainly is something that's darn near impossible to stop right now.
And you think back to LeBron's last year in Cleveland, one wonders how differently it may have turned out if Kyrie was there with him.
Well, you think back, Greg, Isaiah Thomas was never healthy. He had been a recent All-Star with another team. They were counting on his quickness and his scoring. But through it all, the Cavaliers reached the NBA Finals. Just another testament to the talent and the leadership that LeBron gives you.
And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Now, here's Garland. White covering. And Drummond kicks to Sexton. Back to Drummond. Sexton dishes to Drummond. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Love the pass to Drummond. Stolen by Carter. Outside, White. Pass to Levine. From deep. It's Drummond with the rebound.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Chandler Hutchison comes in for Porter, and it's done in for White. Porter's checked in for Cleveland. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here, and it's Drummond missing.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
That boy, to have someone back there who can erase your mistakes. What a big-time asset defensively.
Left side, Porter. Done with some nice D. The Bulls leading by 4. Hutchison passes to Carter. On the wing, Levine. Defended by Sexton. And there's the call on Andre Drummond. That is his first foul of the game. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Levine for 3.
One made 3 for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
And that one's good by Porter.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
It's good.
Well, just so deft at finding angles to score in a pick-and-roll situation. Nice job by Chris Dunn.
Well, so many people were worried about Chris Dunn's offense after his rookie year, but you know what, Greg? He's turned it around.
And gone from struggling to hit 40% of his shots to shooting better from the floor. Still a strong defender, and he's making people forget that his offense was ever a question mark.
So for the Bulls, Thaddeus Young. He's checked in for Carter. And it's Shaquille Harrison in for Levine. Hutchison passes to Harrison. Hits the three-point bomb. Harrison's got the lead up to 7 now for the Bulls.
Well, the defense daring him to shoot, and he makes them pay for their disrespect.
Sexton deciding where to go with it. And stolen by Dunn. Here's Hutchison. The big dunk at the end of the break.
Man, just a great nose for the ball. Chris Dunn with the clean pick. Starts the fast break, and they lead, no doubt.
Windler, the pass to Thompson. There's 49 seconds left in the third quarter. And another miss by Cleveland. And here are the Bulls now. They're on a 12-4 run. Pass to Hutchison. The kick out to Young. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
And it looks like they left their defensive effort back in the locker room, guys. They just haven't had the same commitment here defensively in the second half. And that's just a risky play to make a heave like that. Not worth it.
The Bulls making a switch here. Valentine's checked in. The shot by Harrison, no good. The Cavaliers trail by 12. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Porter kicks to Nance. Puts it up from 17. Harrison with the rebound.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
And the pass to Thompson. Here's Sexton. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
You know, it's easy to say, but this is one guy you don't want to foul. Colin Sexton is an excellent free throw shooter.
Good on both.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work, and it pays dividends.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. We've got more in store for you right after this. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates, Greg. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. They've got Thomas Satoransky. He's out there with White. Carter out there with Otto Porter Jr. And it's Hutchinson in at the 4 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Doris, you played, you've coached, you've broadcast, you've done it all in this business. How did you like to be coached when you were a player at the very top of your game?
Yeah, I think one of my favorite things were coaches who challenged me. Those who would not allow me to accept the level I was currently at. Those who wanted to push me and extend and expand my game. Listen, every player wants to be respected. Every player wants to feel valued. But the great ones to me, the LeBron James, the Kevin Durant.
And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what John Beilein said to his team. He was begging them to step it up. He said, we've got to make the move now, or we're going to be out of time and out of luck. Give it everything you've got out there. Kevin?
A little shot fake there, got the D out of position.
Boy, Larry Nance hitting the mid-range jumper. My goodness, this young forward has done about everything they've asked him to do.
White the pass to Carter. Back to White. 6 to shoot. Now Cleveland moving it up. Here's Sexton. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And here's what the Cavaliers schedule looks like. On Friday, they're off to Charlotte to face off with the Hornets. And then on Saturday, they'll continue the road trip heading out to Atlanta to take on the Hawks.
You know, it might sound cliche, but a road trip like this one is a great time for this team to build chemistry on and off the court. Chemistry absolutely matters in the NBA, and these are the kinds of opportunities teams need to build it.
Markkanen, he's checked in for the Bulls. Zach LaVine comes in for Satoransky. And then Carter with the jam.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
Fires the 3. The Cavaliers with a new 14.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up. Now White, he feeds it to Levine. Launches it. Cavaliers with the rebound. Drummond's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Osman kicks to Sexton. Here's Osman, guarded by Porter. Osman, the pass to Garland. Here's Sexton. Cleveland the rebound. Beyond the arc. Garland with the bucket. Garland's got it back down to single digits for Cleveland.
Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
Back to White. Passes it to Carter. Stolen by Garland. And now the Cavaliers. Fast break. Drummond controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And now it's only a 5-point Bulls lead.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Probably the most important thing is they regroup. They worked out some of their frustrations, and now they're starting to have some fun.
Levine can't hit.
After the strong first half, this guy has not been the same, and largely a no-show right here.
Garland, no good.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Porter in the corner. Back to Carter. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. And Levine, here we go. That one falls, coming off Carter's feet. And 12 points for Zach Levine.
Well, so dangerous, Levine. Can shoot the spot-up jumper from deep as well as put it on the deck.
Garland kicks to Drummond. Buries the 20-footer.
And you've got to love the energy right now. They got hot when they absolutely had to.
It took a shift in strategy, but it seems like they figured it out. Let's see if they can extend this run all the way to the finish.
And out of bounds, the Cavaliers will take it. Sadaransky's checked in for Chicago. Here's Garland. Pass to Sexton. Back to Osman. The 3. It's good. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
Levine wide open. Nails the triple.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
Bucket is good.
But it provides that slashing presence from the wing. Porter has got all the tools.
Now, here's Garland. Sadaransky covering. Yep, it counts.
What a terrific pass. Work the ball inside and create a good look for your teammate.
And so it's Chicago winning this one. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood
Welcome to this very special episode of NBA 2K TV. I'm Alexis Morgan.
And I'm Chris Manning. Special episode because we have reached number
Indianapolis and
The 2K Sports pregame show.
well, the weekend has officially begun. DA. Well, you better believe it. Outstanding, David. Thank you. And let's check out a breakdown. Looking at some stats for Sexton.
And you can see the surge in his level of confidence lately just by looking at that true shooting percentage. It's been moving straight up in the past 5 games. I think he's feeling it.
And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. Ashman and Love are the forwards. Garland and Sexton man the backcourt. And it's Drummond in at the 5, down low. And for the Pacers, Warren and Turner at the 4 and 5. Then there's Oladipo. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. And it's Holiday in at the 2. Brandon, looking ahead to the playoffs, when you made your first postseason appearance, were you surprised by the intensity you found once you got there?
Kevin, it was my second season. I was playing for the Clippers, so getting into the playoffs was quite miraculous on the total court for the organization. But the level of detail in the playoffs and intensity in the playoffs, they know everything that you're going to do. And we were playing against the Utah Jazz, which at that time...
Some pretty good players in
yes, Karl Malone, John Stockton, Jeff Hornacek, the great Jerry Sloan as the head coach. It was a wonderful experience, but you understood that the playoffs were different. Absolutely something different in terms of the intensity and what it is that that team knew about you.
Pursues the offensive glass with purpose. Drummond knows who he is, and boy, does he attack it.
On the wing, Holiday. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Lock at 6. Warren trying to break loose. Great positioning on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Now, here's Garland. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Stolen by Brogdon, and Darius Garland picks up the foul. That's his first foul. The Pacers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Lets it go with a 3. The shot by Brogdon, no good. And the foul on Miles Turner. That is his first foul of the game. And it's Love with the ball for the Cavaliers. Garland with it. Passes to Sexton. He dishes it to Love. Down low.
Well, staying with his man, Warren has the body to annoy shooters on the way up.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again. Man, he's got that touch working tonight, shooting the ball very well to start this one.
Well, you look at the former All-Star Andre Drummond and the way he rebounds, Greg. He might be the best in the league in that department.
I mean, few players in the history of the league can go off for 20-plus rebounds on any given night. Drummond's one of them. Attacks the glass on the offensive end so well. His offensive rebounding, for me, sets him apart.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Did he lay an egg at the stripe in their previous game? Couldn't get anything to drop.
So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. Now, here's McConnell. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. And so Sexton will bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. The pass to Windler. 5 on the clock. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Here's Holiday. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Pass to McConnell. And Holiday kicks to McConnell. Holiday, the pass to McConnell. Indiana needs to get a shot off. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. The Cavaliers have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Here we go with Holiday running it up the court. Porter pulls it in. Cavaliers leading. To the inside. Sexton lays it up and banks it in.
Too easy that time. Sexton sniffing it out and then getting to an area on the floor that made that one easy.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
34 seconds left to play in the first. 11 feet away, and it's off the back rim. No good.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
He kicks it to Drummond. And Cleveland turns it over again. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
Yeah, I mean, their execution at times was flawless, but they also made some mistakes that ultimately did them in.
Well, they had the home fans worried for a little bit. I know that.
Here's Sumner. Drops it in from 14 feet away. From deep three-point range, and that one released in time, but no good. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And from what we've seen from the Cavaliers, what do you guys see?
Well, pounding the boards is one way to gain an advantage. They simply owned the glass in that first.
Well, if you get physical out there, you can control the glass, and that helps you to control the pace of the game.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court right now for the Pacers. We've got Doug McDermott and it's Sampson in at the 3 spot. And so it's Indiana with it, following the shot by Tristan Thompson. Has to be Tadze. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Holiday. The shot goes down and he gets this game back to even. Holiday's got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for Indiana.
And for the Cavs, their #1 goal is to identify a young superstar to build around.
They've had a nice collection here of guys that they hope step up and step out. Cleveland's only 2 Rookie of the Year award winners have been LeBron James and Kyrie Irving. Franchise changers hard to find.
Here's McDermott. Tristan Thompson picking up that last bucket. McDermott kicks to Sumner. Shoots from 12. They get it again.
Hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip in. That one goes. Count it.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
To the paint. Here's Bitadze. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Sexton the pass to Thompson. And again, it's Cleveland.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Passes it to Bitadze. Here's Sumner. Defended by Drummond. Here's Sumner. Nice D from Porter.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
And that one drops for him.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Holiday, the pass to Bitadze. The kick out to Holiday. Indiana moving the ball over. The pass to Bitadze. Here's Sampson. And the layup is good.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. And Drummond throws it down.
with a large frame and a willingness to get physical. Drummond's a relentless rebounder.
Inside, and he jams it with authority.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. So both teams changing it up here. Each year, so many coaching changes. Brent, do you feel they generally get too much blame when things go wrong?
I don't know if blame is the word, Kevin. That's just the easy out for a lot of organizations that want to make some changes. The main thing that's frustrating, I think, for the coaching fraternity is patience. You have to be realistic about the potential of your team and how much time it takes to grow what it is that coach's culture is all about. That's where teams sometimes lose out and give up on somebody a little bit early.
But these guys go into it eyes wide open.
Oh, there's no question about it. And really good coaches in the NBA know that it might not last all that long. So they're going to be who they are. That's who you want to hire. Hire a coach who knows exactly who he is, both coming in the door and walking away.
Garland kicks to Nance. Here's Sampson, guarded by Porter. Here's Turner. Cavaliers with the rebound. There's a minute left to play here in the half. Here's Garland. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Yeah, Love can scan the floor. He's always looking for the late cutter and patient with that decision.
Here's McConnell. And the rejection by Love. Here's Porter. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. And the Cavaliers lead by 2.
Boy, have they gotten hot here in the second quarter. No wonder they're in front.
McConnell passes to Oladipo. Here's Sampson. That shot off the mark. And Cleveland the other way now. It's off to Charlotte for him after this game as they take on the Hornets. And they're in the thick of this long road run. That's the 3rd of 7 straight on the road. And Love with the second chance points. Love's got the lead up to 4 now for the Cavs.
Yeah, when you give up these second chance opportunities, I don't know what you expect. Kevin Love is going to find a way to get in there and make something good happen.
McConnell kicks to Warren. Oladipo goes in. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And the teams are going to have to wait before heading to the locker room. They're going to bring out the monitor and see. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Cavaliers lead.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, welcome back. The first quarter for the Cavaliers was fairly even. At the end of the period, they held a 2-point lead. And that'll about...
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Andre Drummond has been sensational.
And we saw just how important he is for this team in the first half. He was getting everyone involved.
Yeah, he knows his role. He's out there to distribute the ball, get his teammates involved. Nice job.
On the court for Cleveland, Garland and Sexton man the backcourt. Ashman and Love are the forwards. And it's Drummond in at the center, filling out the middle.
Shot selection paying off there. Patience by Oladipo, and then knocks it down from the perimeter.
Coming into the NBA, Victor Oladipo, Greg, drew some comparisons to Dwayne Wade, but it was working out with D-Wade that helped take Victor's game to the next level.
And listen, anytime you're the second overall pick, which he was back in 2013, stardom is expected. It just took a while. Now he's got to apply that same work ethic to overcoming the knee injury. That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Brogdon outside. Goes up on the wing. The putback. It's rebounded by Cleveland. There's Garland. And he uses the glass on the layup. And the Cavaliers lead by 4.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Down low, here's Love. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. Sexton's got his 3rd assist on the night. Holiday with the 3. Love grabs the board. Love's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. To the middle. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Count that one. 6 points for Malcolm Brogdon.
How about Brogdon? Doesn't really have explosive speed, but his balance there, able to get it done.
Now, here's Garland. He's guarded by Brogdon. Here's Osman. Second shot opportunity. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Oladipo for 3. It's good from long range. Oladipo's got 10.
Confidence from Victor Oladipo, and why not? He's got the green light in this offense.
And truly some significant roster changes for the Pacers this past summer.
Jeremy Lamb, Malcolm Brogdon, T.J. Warren. They've gotten younger.
Oh, yes, sir. Yeah, Oladipo has had some highlight dunks in his career. There's another one.
We've got 1:55 left to play here in the 3rd. Now, here's Garland. Guarded closely. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. So Oladipo will bring it up for Indiana. They trail by 1. And they're off to Philadelphia after this game as they'll take on the 76ers. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. From deep. Garland with the bucket. 7 points in the game.
Yeah, not where he earns his money, that 3-point shot. But he's a good shooter from that range if he's got space.
Warren, it's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Warren's got the game tied up here for the Pacers. Now, here's Garland. He's guarded by Brogdon. Garland, the pass to Drummond. The rebound by Turner. Indiana's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Brogdon kicks to Holiday. Pass to Oladipo. And it's Oladipo with the jam.
That ability to attack off the bounce, one of the real strengths of Oladipo's game.
Pass to Sexton. And here is Drummond. 30 seconds left to play in the 3rd. Pass to Osman. Now Garland. From deep 3-point range. That shot missing. Pacers have gone 7 of 10 on their field goal attempts here in the 3rd. And there's Brogdon on the assist by Turner. Brogdon's got the lead up to 4 now for the Pacers. And it's Aaron Holiday with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. There's 10 seconds left in the 3rd. Nance passes to Porter. And no good on the last second attempt this time. The 3rd quarter comes to a close. It's the Pacers up 4. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here, looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this 4th quarter promises to be a good one. We've got T.J. McConnell, and it's McDermott in at the 4. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Windler. And it's off from 3-point range. Pacers leading by 4. Now McDermott. And here's McConnell. Shoots from 14. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And I like that they're not settling. Hitting the ball on the interior. 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Nance outside. Warren's checked in for the Pacers. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Thompson passes to Garland. The shot missing.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
Yeah, see the coach? He's got that frown on his face. I think we know why. Not a high percentage look.
Here's McConnell. Nance gets the rebound. Nance has got his 4th rebound in this one.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Well, he makes the basics look pretty exceptional. Porter against Holiday. Now, here's McConnell. Count it from 12. McConnell's got his first basket of the night.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Windler, the pass to Thompson. Nance against Warren. And the pass to Windler. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Nance.
Look, Kevin, I'm all for the crowd interacting with the players, but not so much the players interacting with the crowd. That one, errant pass.
Now, here's Brogdon. He's tightly guarded. Turner finds Holiday. Plays it up off the glass. And it's an 8-point Indiana lead.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
Here's Windler, guarded by Holiday. Thompson left side. Turner with the steal. And up the court come the Pacers on the break. Holiday dishes to Warren. Kicks it to Turner. Now here is Holiday. He's guarded closely. Takes it from 10. And Thompson sends it back.
Tristan did a great job of elevating to deny that one.
And that one's good by Porter.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Pass to Warren. McDermott with it. Shot from free throw range. Cavaliers with the rebound. Nance has got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Windler. Back to Porter. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. This is it to Windler. Ball's knocked loose. Just 5 to shoot. On deep. But they get it back. That one misses. Pacers leading by 6. We've got 1:08 left in the 4th quarter. Here's Holiday. Indiana again missing. The Cavaliers on offense. Here's Porter. It's in! And now they trail by just 4.
Nance is just such a cerebral player out there. Does a good job of trying to be a threat with the assist.
Here's Warren. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time.
Game gets tight. T.J. Warren comes through.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
Now, you can't make any mistakes right here if you want to keep hope alive. Their execution has to be precise.
Garland kicks to Porter. He feeds it to Garland. Shoots over Brogdon. Garland, no good. McDermott with it. Working on Thompson. Nice shot by McDermott. McDermott's got the lead up to 8 now for Indiana. Now Garland. A 3-ball. Can't get it to fall. So it's Indiana picking up the win. Some good moments. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks.
improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. upper and lower body fluid, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluid, and goaltending.
Where do I start? Where do I get my rhythm? Where do I get my groove?
I always start off with a bounce. You just start with a bounce, and then you see.
I'm part of the baddest game, most successful game in the world. I went to Portugal this year, and the young tour guide goes, "It's Doris Burke from 2K." It wasn't Doris Burke, the announcer. It was Doris Burke from 2K.
The activity in front of the Brooklyn Music. And with, well, a momentous decision, DA. Thank you. Here's the starting group for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Garland and Sexton man the backcourt. Ashman and Love are the forwards. And it's Drummond in at the 5 spot. And for Brooklyn, we've got Lance Thomas. He's out there with Jared Allen. LeVert out there with Harris. And it's Chioza in at the 1. It's deflected. Now, here's Sexton. Tight defense on him. It's stolen by Allen. One-on-one fast break. Up again. And staying with the play, Harris.
Yeah, you know, not normally the guy you see crashing the boards there, but Harris giving some extra effort on the rebound.
Now, here's Garland. Defense is right there. Passes it to Osman. And with the playoffs ahead, some have argued for a play-in tournament, Clark, to determine the 6 through 10 seeds. What do you think of that?
An interesting concept. In theory, it certainly might allow for more teams to be engaged down the stretch. You know, with Adam Silver, he's very much interested in seeing how to make the game better in every way. So there are no sacred cows. Just because it's been done one way before doesn't mean that he's not looking at ways to change it for improvement.
And keep that fan base really interested.
Yeah, that's a big part of what's made the league as successful as it has been worldwide.
And the Cavaliers with possession here. After the basket by Brooklyn. Love, no luck.
Boy, that defense smothered him in there. Love the intensity.
Back to Allen. That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist.
Boy, Karis LeVert has done a nice job elevating his playmaking ability, which helps him and his team.
And Drummond throws it down.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Here's Chioza. 11 points for him in that last game against Golden State. Upside Thomas. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Allen. Andre Drummond grabs the miss. For Cleveland, they've gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. Here's Osman, guarded by Harris. And here is Garland. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. In transition, here come the Nets. A nice shot by LeVert.
And LeVert knows exactly where to go in transition. Incredibly quick in the open floor.
Sexton dishes to Drummond, and that'll be Cleveland as it goes out of bounds. Cavaliers retain possession.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Johnson's checked in. Here's Windler. Here's Sexton. Misses the 3. Nets leading by 6. Selected with the 8th pick back in the 2018 draft, Colin Sexton, the main reward for the Cavs after the Kyrie Irving trade.
Sexton wearing the same number 2 jersey as Irving doesn't feel the need to measure up to expectations created by Kyrie. Cavs fans, though, hope he does.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Odions Kurucs, he's checked in for Thomas. Luwawu Cabarro comes in for Joe Harris. And Garrett Temple subbed in for Karis LeVert. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Brooklyn.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard. Playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
Windler with the bucket. 1:07 left to play in the first quarter. Allen against Thompson. There's the pass to Kuruc. Over Nance. That one a little long. The Cavaliers trail by 6. Windler the pass to Nance. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And a great front office in Brooklyn. General Manager Sean Marks taking over in 2016, and he just signed
an extension.
And you know, guys, that San Antonio tree has some great branches on it all over the league, and he's one of them. I mean, he's been a player, a coach, has worked in the front office. Marks understands all sides of the basketball business.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And that one's good by Porter.
And that's almost automatic anytime he can get the ball in that position.
Crawford passes to Llewellyn. He can't hit that time. Nance with some nice D. The Cavaliers trail by 3. Porter outside. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2. Pass to Caruch. Over to the left wing. It could go. No good on the last second attempt there. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Versatility is so important in today's NBA. That works.
I don't really limit myself to one position.
And with all the switching we see teams, Greg, employing right now, that defensive versatility is highly prized, highly valuable.
And Johnson, an excellent athlete. He's got the tools to impact the game both offensively and defensively.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And guys, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Well, you know, the defense, guys, is just disruptive, active, and energetic, and you can't afford to be loose with the ball against these guys.
On the court for Cleveland, Nance and Thompson are up front. Then there's Sexton. Then it's Porter. And it's Windler in at the 2.
You know, passes like that go a long way. Terrific teamwork.
Inside, it's deflected. Stolen by Garland. Here's Porter. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 or 3 so far.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Here's Caruch. Larry Nance comes up with the rebound. Cavaliers leading. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Kenny Atkinson, who's a native of Long Island, now has his dream job, coaching the Brooklyn Nets. He doesn't need praise or recognition. Instead, he's fueled by the fear of failure. He says, I always feel like I'm one banana peel away from never being in the NBA again. And Kevin, he's got his team playing with that same determination.
David, he sure does. Thank you very much.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
And he rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish.
Guys, they're not backing off at all, are they?
Caruch. And nothing is falling for him right now. Coach is liking what he's seeing from his offense.
And guys, they put the defense on the defensive.
Nance passes to Thompson. Stolen away. In transition, here come the Nets. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And here's what the Cleveland Cavaliers schedule looks like. On Friday, they're off to Charlotte to face off with the Hornets. Then on Saturday, they'll continue the road trip, heading out to Atlanta to take on the Hawks.
And guys, one thing about road trips like this one, they'll be seeing this as a chance for the team to come together. It might be a bit of a silver lining for a trip that doesn't always provide a lot of success.
Now here's Porter. Shot clock at 5. There's Garland. It's hauled in by Jamal Crawford.
And maybe he thinks he has that type of range, but I'm not sure who'd agree with him.
Yeah, you know what? Sometimes guys have the green light to take that shot, but I don't think he's one of them.
Here's Allen. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Mark, a big part of your game was rebounding. You controlled the glass so well. What's one thing you would tell young viewers if they wanted to improve the rebound?
You know, I'm a little bit out of the norm here, but the biggest thing to me for rebounding is pursuing the ball. Boxing out is important, but pursuing the ball and good timing are the most important elements of rebounding. And that's what I would have players focus on. Pursue the ball.
Here's Porter. Oh, the power on that throwdown.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime.
And why not? A little salt in the wound. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys reeling and on the ropes.
Garland, no good. Nets trail by 3. Chioza's shot is good.
You know, with Harris, if you're open, he's going to make sure he finds you.
Cavaliers have gone 6 of 8 from the field in the second quarter. Porter with it, and Crawford picks him up defensively. Here's Garland. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Drummond finds Love. The wide open look here for Garland. The putback, and Drummond is right there. And the Cavaliers lead by 3.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Pass to Chioza. Back to Thomas. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. There he is. Garland picks one up.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
LeVert's checked in for Brooklyn. Colin Sexton, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. And stolen by Thomas.
2 for 1, probably the way to go.
You can't just heave it, though. I mean, it's got to be a quality shot.
Thomas, it's good on the putback.
Way to work the glass, buffet style. Second chance bucket. They can make a big difference.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Garland, the pass to Love, and the dunk by Love.
Boy, nice timing on these jumps. He's somewhat on the small side for a power forward, but he just never gives up.
Here's LeVert. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Now, here's Sexton. Out to the right wing. There's Garland. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. So that'll be it for the first half.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. At the end of the period, they held up. And
we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Jared Allen with a strong contribution so far in this one.
What a welcome surprise that first half. Went above and beyond his usual scoring output.
Well, you know what? They've given him an increased role tonight, and he's taken full advantage of it.
Thomas is out there with Harris. Then there's Karis LeVert. Then there's Allen. And it's Chioza in at the point. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Now here is Harris. Here's Thomas. And that's collected by Love.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Sexton kicks to Love. Osman, the pass to Love. Rebound, Brooklyn.
Boy, defense non-existent there, but they catch a break as he whiffs it.
And the Cavaliers this summer selecting point guard Darius Garland with the 5th overall pick. The second-year man, Colin Sexton, already on the roster. Greg, how do you see the fit between these two players?
Well, I mean, both are 6'2". The questions will come at the defensive end of the floor. Offensively, both show great promise as shooters, very scoring-minded guards, reminiscent possibly of a Lillard-McCollum pairing for the Blazers, which could be a roadmap for the Cavs.
Here's Allen. Rebound, Andre Drummond. Drummond's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Garland dishes to Love. A special move before the shot. Love's got his second bucket of the night.
Boy, Love is really good at getting inside the paint, establishing position, has an excellent feel for how to score around the basket.
In transition, here come the Cavaliers. And the basket is good. And the Cavaliers lead by 1. Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, tooth and nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well.
LeVert kicks to Allen. The putback, no good. Cavaliers go the other way with it.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Down low and stolen by Harris. There's Allen. That's good on the assist by Thomas. That's 10 points for Jared Allen.
Well, I like seeing Allen get this kind of position because you give him the rock there and he can take care of the rest.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Garland, no good.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
And it's Kevin Love with the foul. That's his first foul. So for the Nets, Rodion Kurucs, he's checked in for Allen. Luwawu Cabarrot comes in for Thomas. And Garrett Temple subbed in for Harris. Thompson, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Nance comes in for Kevin Love. Here's Kurucs from down low. And Luwawu gets it to go. We've got 1:48 left in the third quarter. Well, Clark, as one Latvian makes his way out of New York, another Latvian, Kurucs, makes his mark with the Brooklyn Nets.
Yeah, you know, the second rounder making an impact right out of the gates, ready to be an NBA impact player. He's an efficient scorer, a versatile defender. So far, so good from what I've seen.
Nets leading by 3. Luwawu Cabarrot kicks to LeVert. Passes it to Luwawu. Lets it go from deep. Knocks down the 3 ball. Luwawu's got 5 now.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Now the pass to Sexton. Pass to Osman. From deep 3-point range. Cleveland the rebound. And there's Thompson putting it right back in.
Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder.
And night in and night out, that's what he provides.
Here's Kurucs. No points in the game yet for him. There's the 3. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Thompson's got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Here's Kurucs. The Cavaliers making the shot. Can't hit from in close.
He still hasn't been able to convert from the field. He's just struggling to find his shot.
Kindler can't tie it up as that one's no good. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Brooklyn. A 2-point game. Chalk up 2 there.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
The Cavaliers have gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. Now here's Sexton. He's guarded closely. Drains it from beyond the arc. Thompson's got 5 points in the quarter.
Sexton has to just keep developing his court awareness. You want to see more passing from him.
Johnson, good.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Brooklyn ahead. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Nance and Thompson are up front. Then it's Porter. Then there's Sexton. And it's Windler in at the 2 spot.
And that's an area that Sexton must keep working on. The more he passes, the better his team looks.
And it's Kurucs missing.
Yeah, you know, he hasn't contributed well scoring the ball, but obviously his teammates have.
And you can see why he might be off on some of his attempts, getting far fewer shots today than he's accustomed to.
And Luwawu gets it to go.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
The Cavaliers trail by 6. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
The second half hasn't gone nearly as well for him. He'd only had one before the break in terms of turnovers, but that number's growing as this game progresses.
Drummond's checked in for the Cavaliers. Kevin Love comes in for Nance. Here's Thomas, and Thomas with the stuff.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
You know, not bashful about positioning himself inside. Sexton knows he has what it takes to score from there.
Thomas finds Harris. Back to Thomas from 12 feet out. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Drummond's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Porter. It's hauled in by Thomas. Thomas got his 4th rebound in this one. Harris outside. Here's Allen. Feeds to Thomas. Great D that time from Love.
You know what? His finishing ability, not really at the level that you would expect from a pro, but he's going to have to start playing with more force.
Kicks to Sexton. The feed to Drummond. 4 on the shot clock. Over Thomas. And it's Drummond missing. Nets leading by 6. And stolen by Drummond. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Karis LeVert's checked in for Johnson. Cavaliers making a switch here. Chioza scanning the floor. To the paint. Here's LeVert. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Boy, Karis LeVert reads defenders very well. This guy is an instinctive offensive player.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
Guys, one of the themes in this game has been how much of their scoring has come off turnovers.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
You know, Love is, as we've seen, a solid passer for a big man. Great at breaking down the defense and firing the pass to an open teammate.
We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. Allen passes to Chioza. And Thomas now, top of the key. Double team on Thomas. And stolen by Drummond. One-on-one fast break. Here's Osman. That falls. Great assist by Love. Now just a 2-point Nets lead. Here's Allen. And Allen slams it in.
Allen showing no mercy when he gets opportunities like this. Dangerous, very dangerous in these situations.
Now, here's Garland. LeVert defending. Takes the 13-footer. And it's Drummond missing. Nets leading by 4. There's Chioza. That one falls.
That was just a perfect possession. Getting it in tight for the high percentage shot.
And so Sexton will bring it up for Cleveland. Takes a 3. Hands it from downtown.
Big shot player. Sexton showing us he loves the spotlight. Sounds energized performing here under the bright lights.
Chioza passes to Thomas. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Nets lead by 5.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. They've got to have better shot selection.
The Nets working the ball around now. Pass to Harris. LeVert. Shot clock at 6. On deep. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
No time to waste on this possession.
Got to go right up with it and then foul immediately.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
A tall and powerful big. Drummond has a natural ability to finish inside.
Tyler Johnson, he's checked in for Caris LeVert. They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
And guys, shot A comes to mind for me because right now that offense, it's a smooth operation. That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Yeah, they have to extend the game. I mean, plain and simple. Use every second you can on the clock here.
And so he hits the technical free throw.
Those free throws make things a little more simpler right now. They just have to guard against the three-pointer. Man, it took forever for them to commit that foul. I don't know why they didn't do it right away. Those are precious seconds.
And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker.
2 shots.
That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. 9 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Timeout called Cleveland. They're trailing by 4. 9 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And now a moment to take a look at our Jordan Player of the Game.
And as you'd expect, he's done most of his damage in that low block. I mean, that was the game plan, to get it to him in the paint and just let him go to work. And boy, has the big fella delivered. He has just killed them down low.
And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. They didn't make it easy on themselves. All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up for Greg Anthony.
submitted improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
Welcome back to 2K TV. Bill Simmons, the sports guy. Now, the sports guy is your nickname, but if you were a player, what would you have as your nickname?
Washed up.
Washed up,
Yeah.
that's it?
Yeah. I quit pickup like 5 years ago.
I'm gonna end it right here.
He's going to end it.
I'm going to end it.
I feel it. I feel it.
And the Cavs trying to get a win at home and trust for six. And here's a look at some numbers for Sexton.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different score than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. Markkanen and Carter are up front. White and Levine team up in the backcourt. And it's Porter in at the small forward. And for the Cavaliers, Sexton and Osman on the perimeter. Andre Drummond is out there with Kevin Love. And it's Garland in at the point guard position.
And even as a rookie, you could see the consistency game to game from Wendell Carter. Very dependable on the glass and on the scoreboard for a player so young.
Now here is Carter, and they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game.
Quick first step. Wendell showing he can put the ball on the floor and drive it.
To the inside, and the dunk by Love.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. And with Carter, he's only going to get better over the years.
The upside is easy to see. He always finds ways to contribute to this team. Not sure if he'll be a star, but he'll be a rock on the offense and defensive end for a long time.
He's off on that one. Cavaliers go the other way with it. Well, deciding where to go with it. Pass to Drummond. Here's Osman. Jacks up a three. Offensive rebound. Drummond dishes to Love. Cleveland moving it around. The wide open look here for Garland. Love kicks to Garland. Just couldn't take the lid off. They had their chances, but came up empty. Poked away. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Carter. Cleveland's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Now, here's Garland. Light covering. Bulls are gone 2-3 here to start out the game. Here's Levine over Sexton. And there's Levine on the assist by Porter.
An efficient facilitator when he's asked to do it. Porter with the sweet dish.
Pass to Drummond. Over in the corner, Osman. Back to Drummond. Pass to Love. It's tipped.
Marketing with the nice block shot. His size has been a factor in this game.
Another shot, and there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. As we get a break in the action now, let's take a look at the East and how the teams are stacking up. Taking a look at Chicago. Their season nearly over unless a form of miracle happened. And checking out Cleveland. Down 4 spots from them.
Well, I think for Cleveland, they've got to make some changes at the end of the season. That much is clear. Not sure whether that goes for the coaches or the players or both, but something has got to change.
For me, the decision makers have a lot of tough choices to make. They also need to look in the mirror because they're the ones who assembled this team.
The Cavaliers trail by 4.
Looking at the Bulls roster, there is a lot to like. They have a great collection of talent, and their core players are all very young and improving.
Here's White following the score by Cleveland. To the middle, Markkanen. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Comfortable on the offensive end, Marketing drawing contact, but maintains his focus.
Here's Thompson, and it's Thompson with the jam.
One of the cases where height fails to tell you the whole story.
And here's Levine, who brings it up for the Chicago Bulls. And Steve, for the Bulls fans, their hopes lie in their young core.
Totally agreed. The Bulls should focus on developing that core. Have a good blend with Levine, Markkanen, and Carter. They just need to keep their eye on the prize.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Young's checked in for Markkanen. Chandler Hutchison comes in for Otto Porter Jr. Saransky's checked in for Levine. And Chris Dunn subbed in for White. It's stolen by Nance. Up top, Porter. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Stolen by Thompson. Nance finds Thompson. And here is Garland. Here's Nance. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
Second free throw, no good. Last outing for the Bulls, it was a loss to Orlando. Dunn passes to Satoransky. Here's Cornette. Back to Satoransky. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Here's Hutchison. Drills it from outside.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Now, here's Garland. Dunn covering. Porter passes to Thompson. The kick out to Porter. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's Hutchison. But they'll get another chance.
Challenging the heart of the defense. Dunn will break you down.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. And we'll be back with you shortly. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
You can see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Nance and Thompson are up front. Then it's Porter. Then there's Sexton. And it's Windler in at the 2. For Chicago, they have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line. The Bulls making a switch here. Harrison's checked in. Starter in this league for almost a decade. Thaddeus Young's numbers, Greg, won't blow you away. So what is it that makes him a winning player?
I think it starts with his defense, Kevin. Drawing charges and getting deflections. His quickness puts him in a position to make those effort plays.
Here's Valentine following the basket by Colin Sexton. Now here's Valentine. He's tightly guarded. One-on-one fast break. Here's Porter, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Let's now to take a look at the steal numbers over the last couple months. The scope of that for Young.
Defensively, he's really stepped it up over the past few months. You can see the jump in his steal numbers, and it hasn't been by accident. He's put in a ton of effort at the defensive end, and boy, is it paying off.
Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Chandler Hutchison. Satoransky with it. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Here's Carter. That shot no good. Good D by Love. Stolen by Satoransky. And there's the call on Jetty Osman. That's his first foul. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Satoransky, the pass to Carter. Back to Satoransky. That's in there. Carter with the assist. Satoransky's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Now, here's Sexton. Satoransky covering. And Drummond kicks to Love. Outside, Porter. Back to Love. Porter finds Love. Lay on the clock. To the paint. Cleveland moving the ball around. And it's Drummond missing. The Bulls leading by 7. Here's Satoransky. Sexton grabs the board. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Stolen. Now here is Carter. 17 points for him last game against the Magic in Orlando.
And it wasn't just the points. He brought hustle, he brought energy, and he brought it on the glass.
The Cavaliers again can't hit. The Bulls have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. And there's the pass to Satoransky. You know, Steve, so much goes into being an effective bench player. What do you like to see in a team's 6th man?
What I love, Kevin, is a guy that can come off as a 6th man. He doesn't disrupt what's going on with the starters. Also, he's ready. And most of those guys that wins that award, they don't need time to adjust to the game. They come in and make an immediate impact. Defensively, a breakdown along the perimeter. Just too slow to rotate.
And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Thaddeus Young on the wing. Now Satoransky. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Great tee that time from Love.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Here's Osman. And here's Sexton. 26 points for him last game against the Bulls in Chicago.
And not only was he creating for himself, he was setting up teammates with good shots.
Well, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
For Cleveland, they have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight, and that one falls for Love.
Kevin Love was a star at a young age, but he was traded, but he's made the most of it. He's an NBA champion right now.
So Chicago ends up going with the new group. Now here's Levine, one of the most consistent producers in the league. He's averaging around 25.5 points a game. On the wing, Levine. Kicks it out to Markkanen, and too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. The Cavaliers trailing, 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Now here's Garland, done covering. Wallace with it. 17 points for him last game against Chicago.
You can't forget about how great he was at forcing contact and getting to the line. He racked up a lot of easy points at the line that way.
Working against size, he's just crafty enough to carve out some wiggle room.
And that's tough to do from the mid-range because help can come from anywhere, but he beats everyone to the punch.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. It's the Bulls.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, good to Chicago holding the upper hand after the first 2 quarters. They have a 2-point lead. Kenny, what did you... And that does it for our halftime show.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. The Cavaliers shooting 33% for the night. That's a big thorn in their side right now. So the Bulls 5 right now. Porter and Markkanen, the duo at forward. White and Levine team up in the backcourt. And it's Carter in at the 5 down low. Chicago leading.
And there's no doubt that this team views Lauri Markkanen as a big part of their future. Many slept on Markkanen in the draft, but he could be a star.
Stolen by Markkanen. Here's Levine. Passes to Carter. Back to Levine. And the jam by Levine.
That's off contact. Really good body control. You like to see Zach playing physical.
As you said, Smitty, Markkanen has the potential to be an all-star someday.
He's not quite there yet, Kevin. Not by any means. Needs to take a jump forward and go from being a shooter to an all-around scorer.
Here's Osman. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. 4 on the clock. Pass to Love. 3-pointer. Cleveland with a fresh shot clock. Now, here's Sexton. He's covered closely. 5 on the clock. Carter pulls it in.
Wow, that's one you just kind of assume is going in. Tough luck.
White looking around. Pass to Carter. And stolen by Drummond. Now Cleveland moving it up. Garland leading the charge. And that one's good. Love.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
And look. Oh, what a play!
Watch your head. An explosive, high-level athlete. You see why Zach has won multiple dunk contests.
Now, here's Garland. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. And there's the call on Andre Drummond. That's his first foul for the Cavaliers. Thompson, he's checked in for Love. And Porter subbed in for Jetty Osman. Chandler Hutchison, he's checked in for the Bulls. Here's Levine. 6 points for him. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Levine's got 8 points.
and they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Out to Thompson. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And there's the call on Andre Drummond. That's foul number 2 for him. Some changes for Chicago. Luke Cornett comes in for Porter. And it's Dunn in for White. Dunn looking over the floor. Levine for 3. And the Bulls with another miss. The Cavaliers trail by 6. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And Steve, some classic shoe brands making a return to the NBA with updated versions. Smitty, what was your sneaker of choice back in the day?
Kevin, that's funny. I started off with the pumps, the double pumps, and then I ended up with a shell toe low top. And then now you see all the youngsters now wearing low tops. They used to tell me back in the day, low tops were not good for your ankles. But I didn't really jump that high, so I was okay.
Now, here's Dunn. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. And Thompson sends it back.
Great timing by Tristan Thompson on that block. That's his forte.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Here's Harrison. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
And a moment now to check out some of the numbers for Nance. He's averaging 10 points a game, 7 rebounds, and 2 assists. Yeah, he's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
He's not trying to take over necessarily. He's just taking what the defense allows and contributing to the cause.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, one of the things that the NBA has been forward-thinking about is always accepting new ideas. And they've got a bunch of them on the table in recent weeks. A mid-season tournament, a postseason play-in tournament, maybe even reducing the 82-game regular season schedule. Now, all of these would be very bold moves, but Commissioner Adam Silver has always demonstrated a willingness to think outside the box. Kevin?
PA, great assessment, good report. Thank you so much. So it's the Cavaliers now, after Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. Windler, the pass to Thompson. Count that bucket. Thompson's got 6 points.
Really good hands. Thompson catches the ball well in traffic, then right up in rhythm.
The pass to Harrison. Pass to Hutchison. Dunn outside. Connects from three-point range. Dunn's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Welcome sight for this team. When Dunn's hitting from distance, this offense really opens up.
Nice shot by Thompson.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
So it's Chicago now, a 2-point game. Now, here's Dunn. Here's Young. Another one falls for Chicago.
With Dunn, this is his focus. Keep the ball moving. Keep everyone involved.
That will count. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Bulls lead by 4. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter form.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Hussman outside at 3 with Nance down at the power forward spot. Then there's Garland. Then it's Thompson. And it's Windler in at the 2 guard. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Bulls lead by 6.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Deflects the pass. Porter with the steal. And here we go. The Bulls fast break. Here's the 3. Windler with the rebound. The Cavaliers shooting poorly, just 35% so far. And there's the feed to Garland. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Garland's got his first points of the night.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Pass to Sadaransky. Done outside. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Sadaransky. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. And here's what the Cleveland Cavaliers schedule looks like. On Friday, they'll tip off a road trip in Charlotte where they'll take on the Hornets. Then on Saturday, they'll continue the road trip heading out to Atlanta to take on the Hawks.
And for their matchup with the Magic, you know they want to come out and make a big statement in that one. It won't be easy, but anything can happen.
And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. So for the Bulls, Lauri Markkanen's checked in for Chandler Hutchison. Zach LaVine comes in for Sadaransky, and it's White in for Dunn. Here's LaVine. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
The question for Zach LaVine coming in, will he get strong enough? There's your answer.
Osman. That one goes in.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
And we're around 2 minutes into the 4th quarter here. LaVine dishes to Markkanen. Outside, LaVine. From outside, off the mark. The Cavaliers trail by 4. Inside. And Love with the basket on the assist by Garland. Garland's got 3 assists tonight. For Chicago, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the 4th quarter. Kick out to LaVine. Pass to Carter. Outside, White. From deep 3-point range, from beyond the arc, and then some.
And hey, when you're a big shot maker in college, that often carries over to this level. Certainly has for White.
Garland, the pass to Love. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. Love's got 5 points now in the quarter. And here's LaVine, who brings it up for Chicago. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And the jam by LaVine.
The coaching staff needs Zach LaVine to perform at his best when it matters, and he did it.
Now, here's Garland. Light covering. Sexton kicks to Osman. Another 3 for Cleveland.
Confident and composed on the 3-point shot at a critical juncture.
1:31 left in the 4th quarter. Now LaVine. Carter down low, defended by Drummond. Here's LaVine. It's Drummond with the rebound. Drummond's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Osman the pass to Garland. And Cleveland again with the bucket. That shot eliciting a roar from this gigantic crowd.
Guys, more than a roar, more like an explosion.
Over in the corner, White. He kicks it to Porter. Just his first attempt. It counts.
That is world class.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
Garland, no good.
I'm not sure if anyone on the team has the green light from there. Definitely not him.
It's the kind of shot that gives hero ball a bad name and causes your coach to consider another line of work.
Porter's checked in for Jetty Osman. LaVine dishes to Markkanen. Comes up empty down low. This is a huge possession.
And this is where all the hard work pays off. You have to be able to execute under pressure.
Got it.
I love it. Clutch situation. Andre Drummond puts the team on his back.
And here's LaVine. From deep. Misses the 3. And stolen by White. Here's Porter. Foul nailed on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Earning the big contract with shots like that. Porter making the play of the game.
And that's just clutch work, really. That's all you can say. A little bit of D now, and they'll be out of here with a win.
5 seconds left in the 4th quarter. And the Cavaliers call time here. They're trailing by 2. 5 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. Guys, what do you think?
I don't think they should be greedy here and think about a triple. With this much time left, I'd attack the basket, get a high percentage shot in tight, and take my chances in overtime.
And now we present our Jordan player of the game.
He's put on a shooting exhibition for us here tonight. He's missed a couple along the way, but it sure seems like everything's been falling for him. The only way to keep him from converting is to keep the ball out of his hand.
And there's the whistle. That goes on Chris Dunn. That is his first foul of the game. And so here's Cleveland. And so the big win by Chicago in a tight game. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. RPM tech benefits to the stick, resulting in unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
Man, this year was so much fun, but it definitely came with some challenges. Thank goodness for 2K.
That's right. In fact, it's been an honor for us to share our time and our episodes with you, the fans, the community. And the big news is NBA 2K TV is returning for Season 7.
Yes, we're coming your way on September 4th. All new episodes of NBA 2K.
The always busy and popular East 4th Street here in Cleveland are setting today. And nothing. Well, great attitude. His work inside, a big part of it, DA. Thanks. As we get a break in the action now, let's take a look at the East and how the teams are stacking up. Look at Indiana. They've done well enough to be in 5th place in the conference so far. And checking out Cleveland. Not in the same realm right now in terms of their record.
And seeing where Indiana is, they've done a good job staying relevant this season. I mean, I was concerned they'd suffer a drop-off, but give them credit. They've hung in here in this playoff race.
The resiliency has been crucial for this team. Anytime it looks like they may start to drag a little bit, they've picked it back up and stayed in the hunt.
Here's the starting group for the Indiana Pacers. Oren and Turner at the 4 and 5. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. Then there's Victor Oladipo. And it's Holiday in at the 2 spot. And for the Cavaliers, Ashman and Love are the forwards. Garland and Sexton man the backcourt. And it's Drummond in at the 5 down low. Up the floor. And Drummond throws it down.
And Kevin, what you love about this is there's an unselfish nature to Kevin Love's game, and I believe that's contagious. Miles Turner, the 11th pick in 2015, I think defensively probably the best player out of that class. And if you view it through that prism, you wonder if going back he might have gone top 5. Wow, they finally get it to go down on their 4th try.
Here's Sexton. 26 points for him last game against the Bulls in Chicago.
Well, you also have to credit the way he controlled the pace of the game and was able to create for his teammates.
Here's Drummond. The rebound by Turner. And you know, Doris, there were some medical red flags for Turner that may have caused him to slip a bit in that draft.
Yes, but I think he has alleviated any of those concerns. Credit him and the trainers for developing his core and for this young man paying the price in the weight room. He's gotten stronger and stronger.
Drummond passes to Sexton. Back to Osman. The pass to Garland. Just 5 on the clock. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. And that one's good. Osman.
That is such a tough matchup for smaller defenders out there. He can simply shoot right over them.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Holiday gets the bucket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
To the right side. Here's Osman. 9-point game his last outing. And the wing jumper offline.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Here's Holiday. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play. A lot of switching on every possession in the NBA from a defensive standpoint. And you see the way Doris offenses are adjusting to that.
Yeah, I think number one, you have to attack the switch. That's first and foremost. And it's an interesting balance between attacking and being patient. Because the one thing you're ultimately seeking in every switch is a favorable matchup for yourself. That's where a critical, thinking guard who knows where to find and put the ball is so critical to your success.
That's a good way to look at it. Stolen by Holiday. And a fast break now for the Pacers. That one good for 2. Holiday's got 11 points.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Well, what great game planning, what great execution. It doesn't get much better than this.
And it's the Pacers' ball. They're on a 13-3 run.
With the Indiana Pacers, you know you're a small market team, and it's led to a little bit of a shuffle personnel-wise. What's incredible, they continue to put a competitive product on the floor year in and year out.
Both free throws good from Holiday.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
Garland kicks to Porter. Thompson up top, pass to Garland. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
The Cavaliers shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. Jakar Sampson's checked in for Indiana. Edmund Sumner comes in for Aaron Holiday. And Sumner gets it to go.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Garland, the pass to Thompson. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. They get it back. Windler, and it's Thompson with the jam.
Well, Thompson's athleticism allows him to finish with power.
Indiana leading by 9. 29 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Sumner kicks to Sampson. Goes up at the stripe. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
You got to give them an A for effort. Just fell a little bit short in that one.
If they're playing in their own building, they probably win that basketball game. The reality is it's a hard thing to win on the road in the NBA.
1 second left, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit, Greg, for approaching this game with the right energy and intent.
And so it's the Indiana Pacers holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We'll return shortly. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Pacers team out there.
The offense firing on all cylinders. They dominated that first period.
That's exactly the start you want. You take complete command. Now you've got to maintain that focus.
On the court for the Pacers as our second quarter gets underway. We've got T.J. McConnell, and it's Bitadze in at the center. Sampson, the pass to Bitadze, and a missed layup.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Down low, and finished off by Porter.
It always helps to have a big who is willing to find open teammates. Larry Nance proving how unselfish he can be. You know what I love about Larry Nance Jr.? This guy came into the league as a tremendous athlete, but his skill set just keeps improving. The passing, the shooting, I love it.
Yeah, the defender all over.
For Indiana, they have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
And a quality defender. Larry Nance doesn't need Doris the ball to impact the game.
No doubt, Kevin, because he's willing to rebound the ball out of his area. He's willing to be a high motor guy on the defensive end. His activity is always a big lift to this team.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Pacers leading by 8. Here's Sumner. And Turner kicks to Sumner. And the Pacers can't get it to go. Cavaliers have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Here's Drummond, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Doris, if you were going to build a team around one player, who would that player be?
Well, I think because of his age and continued growth opportunity, I would probably say Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's playing at an MVP level. He's still got another decade where he's probably in the peak range of his playing capabilities. And the reality is Giannis still has so much growing to do. He's a force at the rim. He continues to build that three-point game. And Kev, once he gets that in-between game, he will be unguardable.
Can't argue with that at all. The shot by Holiday, no good. Osman, the pass to Love, shoots over Warren. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. T.J. Warren picks one up.
Boy, isn't Kevin crafty with the pump fake, knows how to work his way to the free throw line.
And certainly not the most gifted NBA athlete, but Kevin Love Doris has transformed his body from the time he came into the NBA.
That had everything to do, Kevin, with dedication to diet and conditioning. You think about it, Kevin Love was at the forefront of using yoga and other core-focused training methods. That's part of the reason he's been able to hold his own inside, even as he's dropped weight.
Sexton kicks to Osman. Back to Sexton. Here's Drummond, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. Drummond's got 5 now.
And big man who can shoot really changes the dynamic of your offense.
It's almost gotten to the point where you have to be able to hit that face-up jumper nowadays. Very few exceptions to that rule.
Porter finds Love, and here's Sexton. Turner covering. Sexton deciding where to go with it. Outside Porter. Offensive rebound.
Elite rebounder has always been a descriptor of Kevin Love's game. This guy takes tremendous pride in that aspect.
Holiday against Porter. The shot by Holiday, no good.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
It's stolen. One-on-one here. And Drummond kicks to Sexton. We've got 1:13 left now here in the second. Pass to Drummond. And Drummond throws it down.
Well, the team has got to be thrilled to see Colin Sexton work the pick-and-roll game and find the open teammate.
Outside Holiday. From the baseline. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
If you're waiting for him to miss when he's that open, you're going to be in for a long wait.
Porter looking it over. He kicks to Sexton. Cleveland moving it around. 5 to shoot. Love the pass to Osman. Here's Drummond. Up again. They shoot again, and it's sent back by Turner.
I'll tell you, you love the attitude of Miles Turner. No one is getting off these shots when he's nearby. No one.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Now, here's Sexton. Tight defense on him. Here's Love. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. And that's now 7 points for Kevin Love.
Well, let's check the boxes, Kevin Harlan. Can he make the three? Yes. Can he score on the interior? Yes. Kevin Love.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA. So it's Indiana who's out on top at the half. They've got a 2-point lead. And that...
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. The Cavaliers trailing. Sexton and Osman on the perimeter. Kevin Love out there with Andre Drummond. And it's Garland in at the 1. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And now a chance to take a look at some numbers for Brogdon.
He hasn't been as sharp in the past 10 games as we're used to. It shows in his passing. The assist numbers down. Even the simple passes look tough for him right now. Maybe tonight he can get back on his game. Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And, boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Holiday goes in. Missed inside. The Cavaliers trail by 4.
And you hear it all the time about how they say reaching the top can be the easy part. It's the staying there that's the true challenge. And Victor Oladipo achieved stardom, but has to make his way back after his knee injury in early 2019.
Sexton's shot is good.
Well, he's already a good shooter from distance now, and Colin Sexton, a ton of confidence when he starts to stroke that thing.
Here's Holiday. Warren trying to break loose. And it's slammed in by Holiday.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Boy, as tight as this one is, that's a statement play saying, hey, listen, we're not here to back down from you guys.
And Oladipo had already dealt with soreness in that right knee, and you talked about that, missing about a month earlier in the season.
And some suggested he came back too soon. Hindsight always 20/20, and players want to be out there to help win games. Sometimes teams have to protect them from themselves.
Osman kicks to Sexton, just 4 to shoot. Near the three-point line, it's Love. Unable to get that one. So Indiana will take it the other way. They've led by as many as 11 points. And they're off to Philadelphia after this game as they'll take on the 76ers. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. Oladipo outside. Banked in off the glass. Oladipo's got 4 points now in the quarter.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
It's Drummond, high post. Love inside. He's covered by Warren. Love can't hit. Pacers leading by 7. And Warren, here we go. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Warren's got his second basket of the game. Now, here's Sexton, guarded by Holiday. Love against Warren. It's stolen by Oladipo. And there's the call on Andre Drummond. That's his first foul. So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. Now, here's McConnell, guarded closely. Kicks it to McDermott. Doris, such an honor to be on this with you, and you were the first female to become a full-time NBA analyst. Breaking new ground. You've accomplished so much in your life, personally, professionally. What would you tell young women who are graduating college, looking to get ahead in their career in what you've chosen?
Well, first and foremost, I've been very lucky, Kevin. The game of basketball has been a part of my life since I was 7. It's been a driving force. I love it. I would just tell young women, times are changing. Dream big. There's nothing that's impossible. And I'm so thankful to the NBA players and coaches who have just wrapped their arms around me from the time I entered this business. So kudos to those players who are part of the change, no question.
And hard work. I have seen you work. I have seen you prepare. No one prepares more. No one works harder than you.
Thanks, Kev.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
And he's good on the second.
They just got that.
The Cavaliers trail by 14. Garland dishes to Nance, and the shot is good.
Boy, if you would let Larry Nance Jr. carve out that kind of space, turn the lights out.
Here's Sumner to the inside. Sampson, the pass to McDermott. 36 seconds left to play in the third. Back to McConnell. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Sampson's shot is off. Cavaliers have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvement, sir. Windler's shot is off.
Unbelievable. He blew that. Look, guys, no clue what went wrong there.
To the left side wing. Passes it to McDermott. Here's Sumner. And the Pacers can't get it to go. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. On the court for Indiana, you've got Miles Turner. T.J. McConnell is out there with McDermott. And it's Bitadze in at the 4-man position. Inside. The jump hook. The shot by Thompson, no good. Pacers leading by 14. McDermott, no one around him. Good on the 3-point shot. McDermott's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Right side, Porter. Trying to get open is Thompson. And that one's good by Porter.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
Here's Bitadze. It's rebounded by Cleveland. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Now here's Porter. Defense right on him. Windler, the pass to Porter. Cleveland moving the ball around. And it's sent back by Turner. To the paint, and here we go. Fast break. Turner's got it, and McConnell gets it to go.
You can see Turner evolving as a passer. He wants to set his teammates up. That's a pretty look.
Windler, the pass to Nance. The rebound by Holiday. Pacers leading by 17. The tray. A shot by McConnell, no good. Cavaliers have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Porter passes to Thompson. To the middle, it's tipped. The pass to Windler. Inside, Nance. The turnaround jumper, it's good.
We are talking about a long, athletic big man in Larry Nance Jr. Now add the mid-range jumper, look out.
Right side, Holiday. The 3. Turner trying to free himself up. Great positioning on the putback. And the Pacers lead by 17.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
Thompson outside, over to the wing. Outside, Porter. McDermott with the double team. The wide open look here for Garland. And the three off target. For Indiana, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. And there's McDermott. That's good on the assist by Turner. McDermott's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, the respect you have to have for McDermott's jump shot opens up that drive for the easy opportunity.
They recover it. Down low, here's Nance. Goes back up. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Of course, here's something kind of interesting. There's been a lot of talk about moving the draft to after free agency. What would that look like?
Well, I think talent is always going to be at a premium. So I would think if there's a guy that's the absolute definitive #1 pick, he's going #1 regardless of roster construction. But the reality is it might help those teams who maybe if they know who's on the roster, it might change the kind of draft selection they would make. So it's an interesting supposition. We'll see if the NBA moves in that direction.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Here's Brogdon. He can't get that one, so Cleveland will take it the other way.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Pacers.
If they had to battle for this win, there were times when it looked like it was maybe slipping away a bit, but they never let that happen, which I thought was a real credit to them.
And that's a product of their mental toughness. Anytime the flow of the game turned against them, instead of caving, they just dialed it up a notch and were able to pull away.
And for the year now, they'll ramp up their win total to an even 40. And a lot of players tonight helped contribute to this performance, but in particular, a real good game it was for Miles Turner.
Well, you couldn't help but notice how well this guy protected the rim. There was an intimidation factor thanks to his defense. No easy shots in his neighborhood tonight.
46 seconds left to play here in the fourth, and stolen by Drummond. Nance outside, and he banks in the layup.
Well, this is what they needed earlier on. At some point, it's too little, too late.
Yeah, but then again, this run came against a team that may have felt it had already won, and you get the sense it let its guard down.
And stolen by Drummond.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Well, it's been a hard-fought battle through much of the night. They just missed out on a couple of opportunities they'd love to do over.
Here's Osman. And the lead is down inside single digits.
Well, that's an example of using both vision and playmaking ability to find the open teammate. Sexton is a quality floor general.
Brogdon inside the line, off target. So it's Indiana picking up the win. And in the David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony.
unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
The NBA 2K21 demo is out now, and in this episode, we're jumping right in. Plus, we look back at our best 2K TV moments of 2K20. And first looks at what's coming up in my team for 2K21.
A look from earlier as the Nets bus arrives at the arena. It is indeed, D.A., thank you. So the Nets starting five. Jared Allen is out there with Lance Thomas. Then there's Karis LeVert. Then there's Harris. And it's Chioza in at point guard. And for the Cavaliers, Ashman and Love are the forwards. Garland and Sexton man the backcourt. And it's Drummond in at the five. Garland, no good.
And a one-year player at Texas, Jared Allen came into the league as a bit of a project. He's got ample playing time to develop in Brooklyn.
Now, here's Garland. Unloads from 13. And too long on the shot. And stolen by Drummond. There's the pass to Garland. To the paint. Drummond passes to Love. Goes straight to the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's on Jared Allen.
Kevin Love has been in the league long enough to understand that down low, contact happens.
And Greg, safe to say, Allen's defense is ahead of his offense.
Yeah, but his mobility and leaping ability serve him well as a finisher, providing that vertical spacing teams like to have inside.
Pass to Sexton. To the inside. Here's Love. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. Love's got his second basket of the night.
Smartly played there from Love. He knows exactly where to cut after he sets that screen.
And so just over a minute and a half played. LeVert with a wide open look. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. LeVert's got 5 points so far. Here's Osman. His three-pointers off the mark. For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Now LeVert. He's coming off a 22-point game against Golden State.
Let's just not forget about the work on the glass, Kevin. His effort level was a 10 that night out of 10.
Out in his own on the break. Here's Osman. Again, the Cavaliers score.
Kevin Love using his sneaky length that time to get the ball in possession for his team. When he's engaged, he can come up with some steals. I think about the Cavs and the 2 MVP awards that were won for that franchise. Of course, that was LeBron James in back-to-back seasons, both in 2009 and 2010.
Drummond passes to Sexton. Cleveland moving the ball around. Garland kicks to Osman. They get the rebound. Drummond. Love right side. And stolen by Thomas. Harris looking it over. Chioza passes to Harris. Here's Chioza. No one near him. And he knocks down the jumper. And then in 2013 with Miami, LeBron Brent finished one ballot shy, burning all the MVP votes.
But we wouldn't see a unanimous MVP winner until Steph Curry did it in 2016. But just as impressive, if not more so, LeBron James with a total of 4 MVP trophies over a 5-year span.
And the Nets with possession here. Following the score by Cleveland. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. And a new group in for the Nets. 1:29 left in the first. Clock at 6. Back to Allen. Over Thompson. Allen with another miss.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Thompson left side. Back to Nance. Pass to Windler. From outside the arc. No good on that one. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Brooklyn. Trailing by 2.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going. Pretty much not a player in the league is going to pass up a shot like that so much for the defense.
And the basket by Kuruc. Kuruc has got his second bucket of the game to go.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Here's Thompson, and there's another one for the Cavaliers.
Thompson shoots such a high percentage on the inside. Most of his shots coming around the rim.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Johnson attacking. And out of bounds. The Cavaliers will take it. The Cavaliers leading by 3. Garland kicks to Porter. From past the arc, another 3 for Cleveland. There's 10 seconds left in the first quarter. Crawford. The shot misses. Good D by Thompson. Fires from the wing. And so it's Cleveland with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. What stands out to you from the Cavaliers in this one?
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
So much unselfish play out there. The coaching staff has to be thrilled with that.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Nets. They've got Garrett Temple. Luwawu is out there with Kuruc. And it's Tyler Johnson, and it's Crawford at the 2 guard. There's Porter with the 3. That shot misses. Nets trail by 6. And with the signing of Durant and Irving along with DeAndre Jordan, Greg, are the Brooklyn Nets now claiming the mantle for the top team in New York?
Listen, they were already the better team a season ago. After stealing the Knicks' thunder in free agency, acquiring the superstar talent, we're poised to steal the Knicks' cultural relevance as well.
Here's Garland, laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Garland's got the lead back up to 6 now for the Cavs.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And that one off the back of the rim and in. Johnson's got his first 2 points of the night.
I appreciate that jump shot from Tyler Johnson, just measuring that one off.
There's Garland. Nance, the second chance points on the tip in.
Smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? Here's Luwawu. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Well, any possession that ends in a shot from that range after good player and ball movement, that's a good one.
Nance passes to Garland. Cleveland with a fresh shot clock. And that one is good. Thompson's got the lead up to 6 now for the Cavs.
And Kevin, they dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. With social media, extended TV coverage, lots of distractions for these players, Brent. But some do a terrific job of blocking all that out and keeping their focus.
I think the roles and responsibilities of teams is changing around exactly what you're talking about, Kevin. You have to have people within your organization that help these players understand where it is that they have to focus most. And that is your job on the floor. And so really good organizations are educating the players on that. They're not just relying on the agents or outside sources. Teams are trying to get in there and impact guys at a young age to make sure that, as you said, that noise is not part of their beginning part of their career.
Make it a distraction. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, last season the G League tested out an expansion of the clear path rule. Now that expansion is making its way to the NBA. It should discourage those intentional fouls that slow up teams on the fast break. Fans wanted it, and analysts clamored for it. That will allow the amazing athletes in this league more opportunities to show what they can do in the fast break.
You're right, David. A welcome change. Thank you.
He has gotten into a great rhythm here in this quarter, playing with just bundles of confidence.
Crawford outside. Can they get it? Let's keep it alive. That one, no good. Cleveland leading by 11. Osman kicks to Sexton. Cleveland moving the ball around. Here's Osman, guarded by Harris. Sexton's shot is good.
Sexton looking good from that spot on the floor.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Outside for Thomas, and stolen by Love. On the wing, Porter, guarded by Crawford.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Well, the other team is scorching hot, and they come down on this end and can't find a way to get the embers going.
On the wing, Porter. He feeds it to Drummond. Thomas with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Crawford's got it. Doesn't get it to drop for him. So Cleveland will take it the other way. They faced off right here last time they met, but the home club just couldn't pull out the win.
And guys, you just can't afford to give away points from the foul line. Not in the NBA. Teams are just too talented.
Yeah, it's not always just about free throw shooting, but it can be a large factor and disrupt your confidence.
Here's Johnson, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Luwawu, the pass to Harris. Can they get it? And the layup is up and in.
All the way to the bucket, no resistance. Just swipe the candy from it.
Passes it to Windler. And a wide open look for Porter. The offensive rebound.
Hard for opposing teams to box out Nance because of all the activity that Larry Nance Jr. has. Plays alive on every possession.
And through. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq, it's Cleveland out on top at halftime. They're leading by 16. Kenny, some perspective, please. Thanks for joining us.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. And it's Thomas with the ball. He brings it up for the Brooklyn Nets. It's a 16-point game. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Garland and Sexton man the backcourt. Ashman and Love are the forwards. And it's Drummond in at the 5. Thomas. Good D by Drummond. The Cavaliers leading by 14. Love right side. Garland kicks to Drummond. Here's Love. The pass to Osman from deep. That falls. Great assist by Love. Osman's got 10 points.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
And in the summer of 2018, Kevin Love signed a 4-year, $120 million extension to remain in Cleveland.
Yeah, and Kevin right now is the bridge from what was to potentially what will be. And in that what will be scenario, what will be happening is Kevin Love probably gets traded at some point. But he's been great for Cleveland. He's been a great ambassador for the city. The things that he's doing off the court philanthropically have been amazing. And Kevin Love is not done in the NBA. Still another team out there for him to go to and contribute to.
In the corner, it's Harris. Makes it off the glass. Harris has got 4 points in the quarter.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
And Love with his second chance points.
Yeah, when you give up these second chance opportunities, I don't know what you expect. Kevin Love is going to find a way to get in there and make something good happen.
Here's Allen. It's good from inside. Allen's got his first points of the night.
And not wasting any time here, kicking their offense right back into gear. That's 3 of 4 from the field.
Drummond finds Sexton. And here is Garland. He's guarded by Thomas. The open look here for Sexton. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thomas. It's getting late in the season. Let's now see the standings out east. You look at the Nets. They're in 7th and looking to hold on to that seed for the playoffs. And, of course, Cleveland. They're looking to turn it around down at the bottom of the conference now.
And right now for Brooklyn, they've shown me some very good things this season. But that next step, those qualities that could make them true contenders, just haven't been there.
Now, you just don't want to sit in the middle for too long. You either want to be competing against the top teams or starting to strategize where you can position yourself for a high lottery pick and maybe turn around your franchise's fortunes.
Thompson, left side. Dishes it to Love. 6 to shoot. Thompson passes to Love. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. In transition, here come the Nets. There's the lob to the hoop. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. To the paint. The slam dunk by Garland.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. In the corner, it's Temple. Plays it up and banks it in.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Garland kicks to Thompson. Here's Windler. Hits it from three-point range. Windler's got his first 3 points of the game.
He's going to punish you, Kevin, if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open three when he's got it.
And it's LeVert missing, and the call will be against Karis LeVert. That is his first foul of the game. Larry Nance is checked in for Cleveland. The Cavaliers leading by 18. Garland, the pass to Osman. And Nance kicks to Osman. The wide open look here for Garland. The long distance three is buried. Garland's got 9.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
Brooklyn shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. No good on that one. Porter's checked in for Jetty Osman. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Odion Kurucs. He's checked in for Karis LeVert. For Cleveland, they've gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. Garland, the pass to Thompson. That one falls. 6 points for him.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Carouche, and he tries off the glass, but it's no good.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
20 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Count the basket. And it's the Cavaliers with the ball. Garland, the pass to Porter. Here's Thompson. The rebound by the Nets.
And mark that one down right there. It's going to be a long time until we see him miss another one like that. That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Now the passing for the team becoming contagious, this time involving the big.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the court for the Nets, getting the fourth quarter going. Luwawu is out there with Joe Harris. And it's Tyler Johnson, and there's Jared Allen. And it's LeVert in at the 2 spot.
With a large frame and a willingness to get physical, Drummond's a relentless rebounder.
Harris finds Allen. And it's Allen with the jam.
Oh, Kevin, not a petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunnies. To the wing right side. Sexton, the pass to Drummond. Back to Sexton. Drummond working against LeVert. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Well, Larry Nance Jr. has great timing, but he also has a great hang. So put that ball anywhere. He knows what to do with it.
Johnson dishes to Allen. Back to Johnson. At the elbow, it's Allen. Rebound, Andre Drummond. Drummond's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's LeVert. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Brent, when you look back on all the stars you played against during your career, who was the biggest intimidator?
Well, I think about intimidating players, and the first word that comes to mind is Anthony Mason. I know he wasn't a bona fide star player, but
right.
You know the role that he had for the teams that he played with, and Anthony Mason was a player you did not want to be playing against. During my era, most of the years that I had some successes and minutes on the floor, it was certainly Kevin Garnett. The way that KG approached every game, and you spent many seasons watching him very closely, from year 1 to year 18 or 19, KG came at you every game, every night with the same kind of zest and excitement to compete.
Well put.
And you like to see since the half now, he's finally starting to come around.
Porter, no luck.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
Here's Luwawu, and the shot goes in.
That's excellent. Get the ball down deep inside and cash in on a simple basket.
Knocks it loose. Pass to Windler. He dishes it to Drummond. And here we go with Allen running it up the court. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Harris has got 3 assists in the game. The Cavaliers leading by 14. And Porter, here we go. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Selected 9th overall in the 2012 draft, Drummond's carved out a nice NBA career for himself.
And Brooklyn making a change here.
And he might not be a household name just yet, but Joe Harris is one of the game's true dead-eye marksmen. You can make the case he's the most underrated shooter in the league.
Just can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Pass to Drummond over Allen. And another miss by Cleveland. Maybe not the most famous beard in the league, but Joe Harris's beard last year, Greg, drawing some notice in the NBA.
The lumberjack look belying his feathery touch. Good size and strength, enabling him to play the small forward position when needed.
Clock at 4. Passes it to Chioza. And again, it's Brooklyn converting.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit's still large, but now not insurmountable.
Well, the run simply has given them a chance. Great work on both ends. They've got to now ratchet up a notch.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Cavaliers.
The key here, guys, was second chance points.
And they pounded the offensive glass and won the scrambles for loose balls, giving them plenty of added opportunity.
And a milestone win for the season. This will push their victory total to 20 wins even.
And they're able to even the score of this series at a game apiece. Still 2 more to go in the season series.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Zizic has checked in for Drummond. Jordan Bell comes in for Kevin Love. Dante Exum, he's checked in for Colin Sexton. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Garland. Here's Osman. Kept alive. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on, and that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
Anderson's shot is off. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Bucket is good.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
And there's the pass to Hall. From deep. The shot that time, not on target.
Yeah, good job. Just staying alert there, snatching up that long rebound.
So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate it.